Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, please consider. I am so close to 100,000. Now today's video is about some quirky habits of us introverts. I mean, we have dozens of them, no doubt, but I've narrowed mine down to my top 7 quirky habits. And the big thing that you need to take away from the video is that you don't need to understand the quirky habits. You just need to accept them. They're not going away. Without much more ado, the first quirky habit that most introverts have is that we ignore phone calls. I have actually refused collaboration opportunities here on YouTube. I've been contacted through email about, possible sponsorships or working together, something like that. And if they request a Zoom meeting or a phone call, immediately that is in the reject pile for me. It's a big, hard no if they want to meet on Zoom or phone or whatever, Teams. I can't do it. I won't do it. I don't have to do it, so I won't. I'm not gonna, if we can't work things out on email back and forthing, then I'm not up for it. Now, family and friends, yes, of course, I will pick up the phone. I will answer the phone for them. But also, they've known me long enough to know that email and text chat are my preferred forms of communication. And to a person, friends and family will reach out to me first via email or chat, rather than calling. I've also used the feature on iPhone, and I don't know if it exists on Android, but I can block all incoming calls if the name or the number doesn't appear in my contact list, in my phone book, in my iPhone. How wonderful is that? It blocks every incoming call straight to voicemail if that number is not in my phone book. I mean, yes, sometimes a call that I've been expecting or that I would want to receive gets caught up in the blocking and goes straight to voicemail. But the thing is, legitimate callers that I want to hear from, who want to get a hold of me, they will leave a voicemail. And I will answer the voicemail. But scammers and people that I don't know and likely don't want to hear from, those people are almost guaranteed not to leave a voicemail. They'll go to voicemail and they'll hang up. And so I don't have to deal with them and I don't have to talk to them. I love it. Another quirk that most introverts have is that we've adopted technology as a substitute for having to talk live to other humans. I'm not totally positive. I haven't taken a poll of my fellow introverts, but I found that as I've gotten older, I've become a bit of a gamer, an online gamer, and a lot more technologically curious. Now, dealing with numbers is not my game, and I've made note of that in previous videos. I'm a words person. But for some reason, I've been drawn to online games ever since I was babysitting for like a previous employer way back, and their young son was playing Doom. And I got addicted to Doom. Look it up. An old PC gaming game. And now I play online games all the time. I even had a World of Warcraft account for quite some time. Mists of Pandaria, that was my iteration. And I was a level 100 Draenei warrior, if you'd really like to know. I really enjoyed it. I played that entire release, that expansion set, and loved every minute of it. But I play Hearthstone right now. I play online chess, gotten into chess, a little bit of League of Legends, a little bit of Age of Empires, a little bit of Ebony. I mean, I can go on. I play a little bit of everything and then kind of drop out when it starts to get boring. But I love playing online games. And the thing is, you don't have to be techie to play online games. I learn a lot, like every day, from just everyday interactions with other players and with the computer and looking up ways to do things in the games. And so I just keep adopting more and more technology. It's interesting. Like YouTube. I'd never filmed a video or edited one before I picked up YouTube. And now look at me. But tech in gaming, tech in the home, tech video, they all allow me to have a connection with other humans, but from a distance, which I control. And I love it, and I thrive as an introvert. Third quirk, and I don't think it's just of mine, I think a lot of introverts are the same, probably extroverts too. We have an intense connection to animals. I've always loved animals. As a child, if you had asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up, I would have said a veterinarian. Now, that didn't quite work out, but my love of animals has stayed with me from toddler until almost 60-year-old woman. I grew up with dogs. We always had a dog the entire time that I lived in the family home with my parents and my brother. And when I moved away to go to university, I adopted a cat. I had never had a cat, but I adopted a cat because they were a little more mobile, didn't have to be taken out for walks, etc., etc. And I kept that cat with me. He lived until he was 19. He moved around from apartment to apartment and came home for the summers with me. My roommates had to put up with him. My parents and my brother had to put up with him. He came everywhere with me. And I just wanted to have that furry, warm little heartbeat there with me. I couldn't imagine living alone or with roommates and not having a little buddy with me. And I think it's likely that, you can just sit with an animal and they don't ask anything of you. You can sit in silence. They don't drain my social battery. Like I have Sky and Quinn now. Sky is my dog and Quinn is my cat. They somewhat get along. But, as much as Sky is rather demanding for playtime, she's also demanding of snuggles too. And I don't mind either one of those, and it doesn't make me feel drained when she wants that kind of attention from me. Whereas if a person was demanding playtime and snuggles, maybe that's not a great analogy, but I think you get what I mean. I feel differently about animals than I do about people. They don't affect me in the same way. They don't adversely affect my social battery in the same way. Now, I'm just going to take a minute here while we're speaking of interactions with animals and this human's love of avoiding human contact to thank KiwiBit for sponsoring today's video. KiwiBit Biko is an AI-powered smart bird feeder, and it captures photos and videos of your feathered friends in stunning 4K clarity. Mine was easy to set up right out of the box, and you can mount it on a pole, on a tree, on a wall, on a fence, easily. It's IP65 waterproof and has a low maintenance design that makes it a breeze to refill and clean the 1.5 liter dual grain hopper with removable tray and have hours of enjoyment. Biko also comes with a removable rechargeable battery and solar panel, ensuring continuous power with minimal maintenance. The 4K enabled camera has a 130-degree wide-angle view, and the detail it captures is amazing. Mine has taken thousands of videos of all of my bird visitors and saved them in the bird gallery for me so I can keep track of who's visited. When you click into one specific bird, you'll have a gallery of its key shots. You can share these pictures or videos as well as live feed access with family and friends so they can review them as well. I love that the AI-powered recognition software can identify over 10,000 bird species and includes a clickable wiki for more information. I also like that it knows the difference between a bird and a nuisance animal. Ugh. Take a look at my furry interloper. There is an alarm included to warn off the intruder, but since I live so close to my neighbors on either side and my unwanted visitors usually come at night, I don't have it enabled. It's quite loud. And so thanks to KiwiBit Biko Smart Bird Feeder for sponsoring today's video. There's a link in the description if you're interested. Number 4, I avoid running into people I know when I'm out in public. Like if I'm out at the grocery store and I notice an acquaintance or a neighbor, somebody I know, I will duck out of sight down another aisle in the grocery store or behind a display and hope that they didn't see me. I just want to do my thing. I just want to do my shopping. I don't want to talk. I don't want to have to interact with another person other than the cashier at the grocery store. I don't want to have to talk. And so I will avoid, I've even left grocery stores because I saw someone that I know go in ahead of me. I'll just turn around and go to a different grocery store. Small talk is the bane of my existence, and it would be 100% small talk if I had to meet up with someone that I know out in the wild. Number 5, and I'm positive that all introverts do this. We celebrate canceled plans. I mean, happy dance, ear to ear grinning. Even if they were plans that I was looking forward to, even if they were plans that I made. If they get canceled, I am like the happiest person on the planet. 99.9% of the time, I am the happiest person on the planet if those plans get canceled. I mean, there might be a twinge of disappointment, but honestly, I would prefer to stay home by myself than go out and socialize. I really would. 6, introverts like to spend a lot of time people watching. Maybe we don't like to. I do. I like watching. I like doing the people watching thing. But we end up doing the people watching thing anyhow, whether we like it or not. Introverts are very observant. I watch what people are doing. I watch how they interact with each other. I make bets with myself on what someone's going to do next, which way they'll turn, who they'll stop and talk to. All kinds of little games my inner voice and I play with each other. But introverts get to be really good at reading people because they're good observers and because they people watch a lot. But also you get a connection with people even if they don't know it, and you're in control of the interactions. And number 7, the last one, and I guess it's kind of related to the people watching and being able to read people, that aspect, that previous quirk. Introverts tend to listen, observe, think about, formulate an answer, and then say it. Introverts are good listeners. We like to listen and not talk a lot. But by listening a lot, it doesn't mean that there isn't stuff going on upstairs. We're always thinking about what we're hearing and what we're listening to. And after everybody else has finished talking, we can usually come up with a short, precise, and thoughtful reply. Quickly. Seemingly quickly. We've been thinking about it the entire conversation, though. Most people tend to like to verbalize the whole process and not do all of the wherefore and why fors in their head and then just blurt out the answer. They like to talk about it. I mean, it's a conversation, right? Me and most introverts, we just get right to the point, right to the end game. No bantering back and forth, no reasoning, no debating, no what's your opinion on this? It's just there. And that's why it's nice to have an extrovert friend who can keep the conversation going, because the introvert's just going to say their 1 or 2 bits and then be finished. No small talk. You need to have an extrovert friend in a social situation. So tell me your introvert quirks, or what quirks does your introvert display? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.